this is a nice little location here. I like the setting. You know what I'm saying? I like the soundproof, everything up in here. I think it's pretty. I think this, yeah, we might be here for a while. What you
Yeah,
think?
I really like this, but we forgot to address the viewers. If y'all just y'all first time watching, this is Chris P 8732 on
Yeah,
YouTube. Check us out on all socials. And if you want to stop by, it's your first time stopping by. We thank y'all for stopping by.
yeah. Come lock in with us. You know what I'm saying? We don't mind. Booking a session. Come fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? We got shit to talk about, especially with shit that's going on out here in the world and shit. Excuse my profanity or whatever, but especially it's enough going on out here we can talk about. Come sit down with us and vibe. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
We got a couple good topics to talk about with y'all today. We got
I got a question.
all right.
All right, if you was in a relationship or married or you was dating, right? Would you pay for your old lady? Would you pay for your old lady to go to Usher and Chris Brown concert?
See, it's a couple different answers to give you, but my genuine answer, hell no. That's
Why?
my genuine answer.
Why? What she just want to go have fun? What has she been putting in work?
Is she going with me?
Barcelona with her homegirl.
Oh nah.
No.
I know mine. If I got me a little bit, I'm scooping up. She gonna be the baddest to me.
Yeah.
I don't want no. I don't want. You just can't never question it because like sometimes that being a one in a lifetime chance. Shit. Chris Brown come down singing to your girl, pull your girl up on stage. What's she gonna do? That's it. She gonna be like to Chris Brown, Chris Breezy.
She sure gonna melt. Especially that dude when he was kissing Chris Brown was kissing his wife and he was just standing there shaking his head. I probably went up there grabbed about her little weed. I probably had to get beat up by security. But you ain't finna go out there and embarrass me. I think that was embarrassing on behalf of the woman fault. Cause you really can't knock the dude, you know what I'm saying? This probably what she was dying to get, you know what I'm saying, go meet Chris Brown. Or she probably didn't know that this was gonna happen in that moment. So you really can't knock him. I blame her because at the end of the day you in a relationship and sometimes the woman, you know, speak values for the man when the man can't speak for himself. You feel me? So it's like that right there. I don't know. I don't know. The relationship probably would have ended as soon as we got in the car. I probably would have bought her a Greyhound ticket
sent on her way.
and sent her ass on by the way.
See, I look at it like this, like, hey man, it ain't too many loyal in this world. I value real. That's me. That's just me. So some people don't got enough morals to value real, but real value real. And if I feel like if I'm gonna be spending my money on this bill, I feel like she real. So I probably would let her go to the concert, but it's all like I'm capital P at the end of the day. If she going to do that and she lose the other division, she just lost then at the end of the day. But speaking on that Chris Brown dude, like he had a crazy career, real crazy career.
Yeah, Breezy. He just kind of like come back to the country. What he had going on in the other country to where he couldn't come back or he just not getting back? Was he like? I'm trying to see. Was he like fighting the case?
It probably was something like that. I have to go do some more research on it to give you a real answer because we like to speak SPACs on this podcast right now.
Who you picking? Who you picking between Usher and Breezy? Who you feel like cause a more impact between them two?
Oh, that's just what I was about to ask you. I was about to say like impact or career wise. I say impact Chris Brown because that's just my generation. Well, not even my generation. I'm kind of really catching this N wave of his, but it's like just impact Chris Brown. But I say career. I say Usher because Usher he coached some talent up in here. He had the whole JB, Justin Bieber. He coached Justin Bieber up. He got a couple more little artists coming up.
Shit, Breezy, he generally have a larger value in music because of his consistency and how much he been outputting. But Usher, on the other hand, he holding more like a foundational catalog with greater culture impact and higher value hits. Like before you were born, he had My Way, Confessions 1, 2, He did some with R. Kelly. Free that boy Kels, man.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm free or we free R. Kelly. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like he should have been the only one went down for that. But at the end of the day, them little girls. What if that was you just saying the fact that was your sister or that was your daughter or something like that. You ain't know what's going on. Say like you don't know what's going on, but they know what's going on. That's a old man. You got all that money. You got all that money. It's billions of women out here in the world. You got all that money to be doing something with little kids. If it's anything with the grown women that's going on, yeah, y'all some grown women. I don't really care, but with the kids part, the younger kids, I can't agree with that right there. That don't sit right with me.
I kind of feel like with R. Kelly, it's kind of bigger than what, you know, the media put on him. You know, they shine the light on, you know, his behavior with underage women and, you know, the actions that he used on these women. But from what else they were underlining, they was, you know, showing that other artists, probably other, you know, record companies, things of that nature owe them some money. So you know, it's like when you owe somebody, you try to figure out a way to tarnish that person's career.
Yeah, I do agree.
Try to kind of like put the wrong light on R. Kelly, and you know what I'm saying. The reason why I say free R. Kelly, you know, that's an artist I grew up listening to. Yeah, what he did was inappropriate, but at the end of the day, we gotta let God have the last say so, because he the one that judge people. He the one that, you know, give the final say so when it comes to, you know, whatever. Because when it's time to come to God, Judgment Day, ain't nothing nobody can do nothing about it. But with R. Kelly though, R. Kelly wrote a lot of songs. From what I was told coming up by listening to R. Kelly, they said he couldn't read music or couldn't read in general. But a lot of artists now that's out now and that made music with him, and around the time when he was relevant, he wrote for a lot of artists and shit.
Yeah, I do believe it. I'm not discrediting his musical talent. I really feel like his musical side of him is like just a real talent, like a real generational talent. Because I don't feel like nobody can replicate what R. Kelly did. Like he got the hits for himself. Even me as a younger kid, I remember he had this little part series on YouTube telling the whole long story. Like I swear, like we was watching the whole thing. I watched the whole 32 part series. Like he's a real storyteller that can keep you intrigued. Like that man really could have been in some movies. Like some, I feel like how the game going now, he would have been in a good amount of movies if he would have never had that thing tarnishing his name. But what I'm coming to look at right now is like what you just said about the musical side, the business. That's really where it's at, man. It's a good thing to get in, but a horrible thing to be in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see a lot of before we like drag on to that, we gonna kind of stay intact with this Chris Brown and Usher.
Yeah.
We don't want to veer off. We were just, you know what I'm saying?
I know how we get.
We're just kind of, you know, sharing our opinion on certain artists or whatever. But you seen your girl to Usher and Chris Brown concert, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you go to flicking through your timeline on the ground,
right,
and you see Usher feeding your girl cherries and stuff. You know, it was told that Usher had, you know, a medical condition. Your girl come home, oh, babe, I had fun. One time she come home lit, you know what I'm saying? And you go on your timeline and you see your girl getting fed a cherry. What? Or she getting fed a cherry, you see Chris Brown tonguing her down. What's happening? What?
Hey, all I know is we gonna nip that in the bud. We gonna kick that out of her. Like,
yeah. I don't know, man. If my old lady came home and she enjoyed herself at the concert, and I, you know, scroll through my timeline, go my explore page on Instagram, and I see that right there, I'm catching deuces. I'm copping please. I can't, cause you got to think. I got people that care about me,
Yeah,
and then also at the end of the day, entertainers sleep with a lot of women. You feel me? And we see just from being behind the phone the light that they put on some of the entertainers and shit.
that's just a dim light. Nah, think of we that was your partner, that was your bro. You will see just everything, just like
You got to go around your partner's laughing at you. You know what I'm saying? Even if people don't know you, that you have a bump into in the city, they picking at you. And then if
yeah,
you,
they definitely
especially if you
talking.
got a mama that really care about you and things of that nature, you definitely got to hear from her because your mama want the best for you. And you know, women see things in other women that we don't see. So you know what I'm saying? You got to deal with all that. I don't know. I want to take it knowing how my attitude is towards women in this time frame. So
I'll probably have to leave it where I found her. Yeah, that's the only way. It's like keeping my insanity. I rather be laughed at than be laughed at behind bars. You feel me?
and this the thing, like what I don't be liking about you know how dudes be trying to figure out about women. You know what I'm saying? Like one thing about it, you'll never know 100% how women is. If so, we'll know how deep the ocean is. You know what I'm saying? To me, that thing that go kind of hand in hand because it's like you got people, professional divers, going into the ocean instead of trying to find the ocean, instead of trying to get to the bottom. And they say in the Bible, or so they say, 5% of the ocean have been discovered, and that kind of allude to women. Like we don't know 100% how women is. We don't know what they thinking. We don't like, especially what they saw on social media.
That's the thing with everybody. You'll never know how nobody thinking. You will never know how nobody feeling.
Yeah, that's true. Me personally, I don't try to figure out how all the women is in the world, including people. I don't try to figure out every person in the world. So one thing I won't do is try to figure out the next man woman or try to figure out the mindset of a woman. Now, if this my woman, I'm gonna figure her out. I'm gonna know where she at. I might not know 100% everything going on in her mind, but at the end of the day, this my woman, and I know my woman, and I know my woman motives. I know how she move. I might not know what she thinking 100%, but at the end of the day, this is my woman, and I know my woman, and that's the woman that I'm supposed to know. So I ain't gonna try to sit up on these podcasts, especially these dudes, these professional people, act as if they have 100% of a woman figured out. That shit just too impossible.
Nah,
You might well go discover to see if you're trying to figure out a woman. I'm just being G about that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if my woman want to go into a Chris Brown relationship. You single. You single until you get back in this house. Because you can tell me what you want to do or what you gonna do and what you're not gonna do. But when we not around each other, I don't know what you're doing. I'm really not trying to figure out what you're doing, but social media put everything on Front Street. So best thing I can tell my woman, you know what I'm saying, is to be careful. Feel me? So I don't know.